Oh my god, it's the base fantasy report!
Lion face. Lion face. Ha! Lemon face. Lion face. Ha! Lemon face. Break it down.
What up, yo? It's Iyun. It's the King of Shrimps, Scrimps. It's the Base Fantasy Report Week 6 Express Edition. Let's get straight into it. Let's get into the first matchup. It was myself versus the 5th Ledge, and unfortunately, I came up short yet again. I feel like this is a reoccurring theme. This is my 5th loss in a row. Guys, I just want to know what it feels like to win again. Unfortunately for me, Randall Cobb got injured, Amendola got concussed, Ray Rice didn't show up, and my team came up a bit too short. I keep saying this over and over and over again, but every week we keep coming up short. We haven't even broke 100 points yet. What is up with that? But shout out to my dude, Vernon Davis. Thank you, Chris, for giving me 30 points. Unfortunately, the power of No Sean Moreno was a bit too much for me, and I couldn't overtake Leggy. Congratulations on your win, Ledge. Let's go on to the next matchup. It was Fuck City 2K13 versus Jay Floon, the Tycoon. And Jay Floon's team was all battered up. It was all messed up. He had to substitute mad people, and it was a one-sided victory. Congratulations, Mateo Blanco, on coming out with the victory and increasing your win streak to, 3 wins in a row now. That's pretty damn good. You're at 5-1. You're just below Pete. We'll see what happens after this week. Let's go into the next matchup. We had Calgary Crop Dusters versus Stay Ugly. And my goodness, Brandon Marshall putting up big numbers, 20 points. Marshawn Lynch putting up big numbers, 27 points. Then we had the man Deshaun Jackson putting up 18. And we had Mason Crosby with 15 points. Sorry, Gel. Your guys just didn't put enough too many points, and Chris's team was a bit too strong for you. So yeah, and you're gonna have to say goodbye to Matt Forte, because if you guys didn't already know, there was a big blockbuster trade. Gel gave up Matt Forte and Antonio Brown for Tony Romo, and you got that from Carl. I really see Carl as the victor here. Gel, I don't know what you're doing, man. I don't know what you were doing. Alright, let's go on to the next matchup. We had Diplomats versus Funk Nasty. And I really thought that Peter was going to blow him out of the water, but unfortunately Peter had a couple of injuries. He had DeMarco Murray get injured. He will not be playing this week. He also had Jimmy Grant get injured and come up with 0 points. But he has some good moves. He put in Terrence Williams, and then he put himself... who else did he put in? I guess Terrence Williams pretty much it, right? Yeah, Terrence Williams. Terrence Williams came through with a touchdown, so yeah, that sealed out the victory for Peter Scott, and he still is undefeated, but we'll see what happens after this week. Now let's go up into the matchup of the week. It was motherfucking Puss Beaters Incorporated versus I Did You a Favor. It was Carl versus David, and I called it the matchup of the week last week, and it truly did live up to the matchup of the week hype for once. David, you know, your guys came up, they did really well. Cam Newton was a beast, but then there was this one guy that Carl had on his team. I don't know. Carl, I mean, let's just show the pick, man. Let's roll with the pick. Roll with the pick. Roll with the pick. That Keenan Allen, you mad, bro? Yeah, it was that dude, Keenan Allen. And for that, Carl, you are the genius of the week. If you had lost, man, I would have given you a fail because you didn't play that Chiefs defense. But since you put in Keenan Allen, since you got that W, since he scored a touchdown, you are the genius of the week. And fortunately for the rest of you motherfuckers, there's not going to be a fail this week because there really wasn't anyone truly worthy of the fail. Had Carl lost, as I mentioned before, he would have been the fail. But let's talk about the next matchups coming up this week. Let's run through them real quick. We had myself versus Anthony, best friend versus best friend. I really hope I can win this week. I did a lot of crazy moves. Who do I got in right now? Shit, I picked up Brandon Jacobs. I picked up Joseph Randall, the backup for DeMarco Murray. Sproles is out this week, so I had to do a bunch of moves. I put in T.Y. Hilton. I put in Julian Edelman. Yeah, man, I don't know what's going to happen this week. I really hope I can win. I really do hope so, man. Now let's move on to the 5th Legislation versus Fuck City 2K13. I'm calling this the matchup of the week. We got Leggy, who was 3-3, and then we got Matt, who was 5-1. So this is the matchup of the week. This got a lot of potential for a lot of high scoring to be going on right here. Right now, Matt looks pretty like beast right now. He got Peyton Manning in, he got Reggie Bush, Alfred Morris, Jordy Nelson, Des Bryant, Greg Olsen, Lamar Miller. He's looking pretty strong right now. All right, so let's go into the next matchup. We have Jay Flynn Tycoon versus Chris. This is pretty much going to be an easy win for Chris. Yeah, he's pretty much going to increase to 4-3 and, better chance of making the playoffs. Sorry, Jason, but that's just the way that it is, man. And then we got Stay Ugly versus Puss Beaters. Oh, man. Actually, this might be the matchup of the week because as soon as they made that trade, now they're playing each other the next week, and we'll see how Tony Romo does for him. Let's see how Matt Forte does for Puss Beaters. I mean, for Carl. It's so weird calling him Puss Beaters. All right. Then we got I Did You a Favor versus Funk Nasty. Pete's team is looking like a patch team right now. He got Mike Glennon, man. He got the fucking QB from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Let's see how well do they for him. They got Eddie Lacy in because he ain't got no motherfucking DeMarco. Yeah, and he also got Ruben Randall in. Okay, he got Ruben Randall in. Let's see how that works out for him. I told you, if there's a week to beat Pete, it is this week. And David is coming in at his full strength. So David, hashtag, please beat Pete. All right. This has been the Base Fantasy Report Express Edition. Sorry it hasn't been the most craziest or whatever, you know what I mean? But, I just had to get this done before Thursday, and I promise you next week it'll be a lot more entertaining. I'll leave you with this song, alright? It's chill, man. It's the boy Drizzy. I know that y'all don't really like Drake a lot, but I like Drake a lot, so fuck you, you know what I mean? Alright, guys. I'll see y'all next week. This Base Fantasy Report finally is under 10 minutes. Yeah, man. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next week, alright? Peace.